Should be clear now. This room. This is where my quest began. Someone has taken great care of this chamber. My life was undone here. Yet now there's a shrine, a memorial where none should be. Could this be for Rudjek? None could care for that snake that began this twisted quest, could they? More charms. What were they trying to achieve? Rudjek's arrow. I marked his name off my list with this. Now it sits on the ground, forgotten. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. That is the last touch. I should return to Nefertari. Someone has sealed this room. The smell of the blood I spilled still lingers here. A mummified heron. For resurrection? No. Whoever did this must have known of Rudjek's place in the Order. Rudjek's mask. I barely remember what happened after I stabbed him. Rudjek does not deserve a tomb. But this is an insult. This tomb was made for a pharaoh. Whoever did this has defiled this place. This room has told me all I need to know. This place was a beginning for me, and an end for Rudjek. The arrow marked both of those things. After I stabbed that bastard, things went dark. When I came back to myself, Rudjek was dead. Rudjek's body should have been left to rot. He has been laid to rest with respect by someone who wanted him to enter the Duat prepared. Whoever buried him also left this heron mummy to honor Rudjek with his god's damned namesake in the afterlife. They then returned here to pay respect to Rudjek, if these candles are any indication. No matter what, I know Rudjek's heart was found lacking. That bastard suffers in the afterlife, no matter what was done here. I will be judged one day, but I do not regret my actions. The feather will always be lighter than my heart.
Wait, bastard!
Hold!
You're something special! Light up! Harley, stop!
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
نرضيه.
Whoa.
What news do you bring?
The torches burn with a relentless flame.
Then I pray Anubis will grant us pardon.
There were charms left beside each one. Does that mean anything to you?
Beside the torches,
Most likely to ward off the omen.
I will keep my eyes open. In the meantime, some rebels nearby need treatment. I normally make the trips, but I am needed here. Sufia has offered to go in my place, but only if you escort her. Bayek, I hope this hunt of yours ends soon, before you cannot return from what you have become.
تيو نفر
You there! The Medjay! Come here! You are Bayek Siwa, aren't you? I've heard stories of the Medjay who crossed the desert. I am Theodorus, one of many who rebel against the Phylakitai.
Is that what landed you in this cage?
Yes, a failed attack. I am hunting Daratos, a ruthless general of Ptolemy, with a hatred for Egyptians. A killer of mothers, and fathers, and children. I won't rest until his body is food for the worms. Would you lend your sword?
Gladly. Your plight is true.
Good joy. We will regroup with my men in Bacchius. Come along.
How does a Greek find himself fighting an Egyptian cause?
My father was Egyptian. My mother, Greek.
Oh.
Long ago, a day came when I discharged every ounce of Greek blood from my body and pledged to rid Egypt of men like Deratos. And we nearly did. We found his camp, but they had greater numbers. We were forced to disband. I was captured by a scouting convoy and beaten into giving up our retreat point.
But you instead led them into a trap. Clever.
I knew my brothers would rescue me, but I did not know the Medjay from Siwa would be among them too. You are rather celebrated amongst my group. We spent years tracking Rujik, only to learn you made waste of him single-handedly. You would not call. We will take shelter here and wait for the right moment to strike. Call us your ally. I will get briefed.
Dogs! They've sent out scouting groups. Theodoros! Deratos has left the camp. He's gone.
Deratos is gone. Neck! He continues to elude me.
What should we do?
Let's be smart. We have an opportunity to claim 2 victories with 1 swift strike. We need to wait for Deratos to return to camp. I've learned his personal scribe has stayed behind in Caranis. We'll be targeted if we so much as take a piece nearby. You are unknown to them. Bring the scribe to us. He'll tell us what we need to know.
How do I find him?
At night, he rests within the courtyard. During the day, you can find him working around the temple or at the terrace overlooking the lake. He dresses elegantly, and due to our failed attack, now has guards in tow. He'll be hard to miss.
Here, Haru Tot. Aher Haru?
Keep back! This doesn't concern any of you! Carry on!
Are you the Phylakitai?
Yes. Try not to trample the scene. My job is hard enough as it is.
Oh, my apologies. As a protector, I am attracted to such scenes.
A fellow protector? Ah, yes, I see your badge. You are a Medjay. From the old kingdom. Wow. Forgive me, this gruesome business has us all on edge. Huh? This is the latest in a series of chilling ritual murders by Wadjet cultists. To be honest, I'm a little out of my depth.
I may be of some use to you. I am not unfamiliar with murder scenes.
Perhaps you could help investigate. The cultists usually leave a message. I haven't figured it out yet. We could check the temple.
You said there have been other murders.
The cultists are murdering temple acolytes, public figures in Karanis. No one knows why. Anyone could be their next target. The Greeks are terrified. They're saying locals are involved and are calling for blood.
Malas.
The timing is inconvenient. Years of work.
The scribe must have moved on. There's no sign of him or the guards. I should keep looking. He must be close by. This is a lot of blood. Someone was bound and tortured here, in front of the statue. By the signs, they were cut up badly, then dragged outside.
It must have been the poor acolyte. There was no one else here. Why did they do this?
A Greek god where an Egyptian god once stood. This would make some in Egypt very angry. Someone has smeared the god with green paint. The head has also been covered. Wait, something else is up there. Serapis' face is hidden and defaced with more green paint. The green mask of Wadjet has been placed here. Wadjet is goddess protector of Upper and Lower Egypt. Someone is making a clear statement. But how did they get up here carrying all of this? Amun. This is written in blood. It is still wet. Murderers are going to kill the High Priest next. We have to find him. The Phylakitai should know where he is. Phylakitai, I found the cultist message. They're going to kill your High Priest next.
The High Priest? By Serapis, no. Karanis' spirit will die if he does.
We need to find him. Where is he? Think, Felakatai!
His villa is nearby. I know of a spot overlooking it from a safe distance. This way. We can see the whole area from the temple wall.
Your temple is the reason for this trouble. It is a bitterness for the locals.
That's absurd. It has increased industry and trade. Everyone has benefited.
Your dead acolyte and high priest may not agree.
Gods, the trouble I'll get if the high priest lies dead. We must hurry. That's the high priest. Those men have him surrounded. You must help him.
Quickly, get to the main entrance and act when I do.
Accept the blood of this
Yes,
blasphemer. Give us power to
stay
defeat
up
the
here
Greek
as
devils.
lookout. I'll warn if more bandits approach. You go.
This is madness. You gain nothing by killing me. Greece and Egypt grow together. Our gods do not fight. Why do we?
Hypocrite and blasphemer. You defied our temple.
What die then?
You pay for that?
Bandits! There!
They were going to sacrifice me.
You are safe now. It is fortunate you are not at the temple. You would already be dead.
Serapis, they would have butchered me. These Egyptians are prayerless demons and not men.
It was an Egyptian who saved you, priest. Remember that when you pray and give thanks. We Medjay protect all, regardless of their class.
I came as soon as the fighting began. I see I am too late. Thank you for your help, Medjay. It certainly made my work here easier.
You have interesting timing. What do you know of these bandits?
Egyptians unhappy with the Greeks here. Who knows what holes they crawl from. Seeing a Greek god in place of their own incensed them, no doubt.
Understandably. You have not seen the last of such trouble, I think. The Ptolemies tend to divide us at times.
Sadly, I agree. Greece has brought Egypt much wealth, yet some resist all progress.
This depends on your idea of progress. Progress for Egypt or for Greece. Farewell, Felakatai. Next time you protect, remember my code.